Today, we're doing something a little bit insane. I'm going to trade without looking at the chart. Yeah, you heard that right. No candles, no price action, nothing. Just indicators. For this experiment, I've built a setup using 3 oscillators: RSI, MACD, and CCI. RSI will handle the overall trend filter, MACD gives the actual buy or sell signal, and CCI acts as a final confirmation before I pull the trigger. Everything else on the chart will be completely hidden. All I'll see are those 3 indicators, and I'll follow them blindly. I'm calling this the Blind Scalping Challenge. We're starting with a $100 live account on GBPUSD, and I'll trade purely based on what these indicators say. No second guessing, no emotions, no what-if moments. Can a setup made entirely of oscillators actually grow a live account? Or will this be the fastest way to hit margin call without even seeing price? So before we dive into the first trade, here's the full setup I'm using. First, we've got the RSI, set to a 50 period with levels at 55 and 45. This acts as the trend filter. If RSI is holding above 55, I'll only take buys. If it's below 45, I'll only take sells. Anything in between, no trade. That gives me my bias without ever seeing the chart. Next, the MACD, with settings 8, 21, 5. This one's my entry trigger. When the histogram crosses above the 0 line, that's a buy signal. When it crosses below 0, that's a sell. It's clean, mechanical, and emotion-free. Exactly what I need for this challenge. Finally, the CCI 20, with levels at plus 100 and minus 100. This is my confirmation filter. For a buy, the CCI has to be above plus 100, and for a sell, it has to be below minus 100. It basically makes sure there's real momentum behind the MACD signal, not just random noise. For risk management, every trade will use a 15 pip stop loss and aim for 20 pips take profit, around 1.5 risk reward per setup. Each position risks roughly 10% of the account because, hey, it's an experiment, not a course on safe trading. So yeah, that's the full system. RSI for trend, MACD for trigger, and CCI for confirmation. Now let's see if trading blind can actually make money, or if this is just another fast track to blowing up a live account. Let's jump in. Alright, first signal of the challenge just came in, and it's a sell. RSI is sitting clearly below 45, so bias is bearish. MACD histogram just crossed below 0, and the CCI is pushing under minus 100, confirming momentums to the downside. No candles, no price structure, nothing. Just these 3 lines telling me, hey, it's time to short. So we're doing it. I jumped in with a 0.07 lot size at 1.35209. Stop loss at 1.35359. Take profit at 1.35009. That's a clean 20 pip target. Now yeah, before anyone says it, I know the lot size is kinda heavy for a $100 account, but remember, this is an experiment. We're here to test concepts, not play it safe. If you're trying something like this yourself, please don't go full send like I'm doing here. And honestly, this first one couldn't have started better. The setup played out clean. Momentum stayed bearish all the way, price dropped smoothly and smashed through take profit. Plus 20 pips on the first trade. Balance jumps to $114. That's a nice little confidence boost to start the Blind Scalping Challenge. No chart, no candles, and somehow we're already in profit. Let's see if we can keep that going. Alright, next signal just came in, and once again, it's a sell setup. RSI is still holding below 50, confirming the overall bearish bias. MACD histogram flips back below 0, and CCI just crossed under minus 100 again. That's our confirmation. So even though I can't see what price is doing on the chart, the indicators are basically screaming, trend's still down, don't fight it. So I pulled the trigger. Sell at 1.33831. Stop loss 15 pips above. Take profit 20 pips below. Lot size bumped slightly to 0.08. Yeah, I know, that's a bit aggressive for a small live account, but again, this is all about testing if these indicator combos can actually hold up. If it blows, it blows. That's part of the challenge. Boom, momentum kicked in hard. I didn't even have time to overthink it. Take profit smashed clean. Balance now sits at $130. Back-to-back wins, trading completely blind. No chart, no candles, just indicator data. At this point, I'm starting to think, maybe this crazy idea isn't so crazy after all. Let's keep pushing and see how long the luck holds up. Alright, next one. Another sell setup shows up on the indicators. RSI still chilling below 50. MACD histogram printing green bars under 0. And CCI dropping below -100 again. Everything lines up just like the previous trades, so by the rules, I've got no reason to skip this one. Sell at 1.33630, stop loss 15 pips, take profit 20 pips, lot size bumped slightly to 0.09. Honestly, this is where the blind part really hits. When you can't see the candles, you don't get that emotional roller coaster. You just see numbers changing and that's it. No fake outs, no panic wicks, just data. But yeah, this time, data didn't save me. The setup looked clean indicator-wise, but price must have flipped somewhere behind the scenes. Trade hit stop loss. Balance drops down to $116.50. Surprisingly though, not even that stressful. Since I can't see the chart, I don't even know how close I was to take profit or how bad the reversal looked. It's just loss logged, next signal. Weirdly peaceful, but dangerous. Let's see if the next setup can get us back in the green. Alright, new signal just came in. This time, it's finally a buy setup. RSI has crossed back above 50. MACD histogram turning green above the 0 line, and CCI flipping from negative to positive momentum. That's a full confirmation combo. So, yeah, we're taking it. Buy at 1.34104. Stop loss at 1.33954. Take profit at 1.34304. Lot size 0.08. It's funny trading like this. You don't actually see a bullish candle or a support bounce. You just trust the indicators completely and hope the math makes sense. It's pure logic, zero emotion. And this time, logic wins. Price went straight to take profit. Clean hit, no drama, no guessing. Balance now up to $132.50. Not gonna lie, this one felt good. After that last loss, it's a nice confidence boost. And what's crazy is that I'm doing all this without ever seeing a single candle. This blind scalping thing might actually have some potential. Alright, next setup. This time, a sell signal just triggered. RSI dropped back below 50. MACD histogram flipped under the 0 line, and CCI confirmed it with a momentum shift to the downside. Everything lined up, so there's no second guessing, just execute. Sell at 1.34164, stop loss at 1.34314, take profit at 1.33964, lot size 0.09. Now, here's the thing. Trading blind really tests your patience. You can't see candles forming or wicks rejecting levels. You just watch your balance float up and down, wondering which way the market's actually moving. And this one didn't go our way. Hit stop loss. Clean. Balance drops to $119. Not ideal, but honestly, I didn't even feel the usual frustration you get when staring at a losing chart. It's weirdly peaceful. When you don't see the pain, you just log the loss and move on. Still, 2 losses out of 5. I'll need the next few trades to start pulling the weight again. Alright, next setup coming in, and this time it's a buy signal. RSI is climbing back above 50. MACD histogram just turned green above the 0 line, and CCI momentum crossed up, confirming bullish strength. Everything's aligned again, so I'm locking in. Buy at 1.34539. Stop loss 1.34389. 15 pips. Take profit 1.34739. 20 pips. Lot size 0.08. While watching this, I honestly had no clue where price was heading visually. I just saw the indicators shifting in rhythm, almost like trading purely by heartbeat instead of sight. Take profit, hit clean. Balance moves up to $135. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here. 6 trades in, accounts still alive, and we managed to walk away in profit. Not bad for trading completely blind. This challenge really showed how much we rely on what we see on the chart, and how different trading feels when you strip all that away. So yeah, that's it for today's experiment, the Blind Scalping Challenge. If you enjoyed this kind of madness, make sure to drop a like, and maybe I'll try this again with a twist next time. See you in the next one. As always, trade smart, stay safe.